For more perspective, I'd like to welcome in Debra Hixon, at-large member of the Broward County Public Schools School Board there in Florida with her education career spanning decades. Debra, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for your time today. Before we talk about the impacts, I want to talk about the logistics. The department, we know, can't be closed without Congress's approval. Do you think that is on track to happen?
It's hard to say. As was mentioned earlier, they did try to do this in the first Trump um, administration, and they were not successful in doing that. So it's kind of a wait and see game. It seems like that's happening to a lot of things right now in this administration, kind of throwing things against the wall and seeing what will stick. So we'll have to see how the Congress, plays it out. But it's very frustrating to not know what all of this means. I think that's the biggest problem a lot of people have right now.
Yeah, there are still so many unanswered questions. From what you understand, walk us through what this dismantling could potentially look like in reality. What do you think would go first?
So, he's mentioned, it's been mentioned that they want to give power back to the states, or, the states to do it. And I would say was also mentioned earlier, that already happens. Most of what happens in education is state-based, but what the federal government does is ensure that we are making sure our most vulnerable students, our most underserved, have access to an equitable education. And I think that's the biggest concern right now, is that if federal funding were to be taken away, that we would not have Title I issue at money anymore. The IDA, what does it mean for IDA? What does it mean for federal funding for college, the FAFSA, the Pell Grants, all of those things. And there's been no procedure. There's been no details about what it looks like giving education back to the states, because, as I mentioned, probably a majority of education is already in the hands of the state. So what does that look like? Do you have to apply for a grant to get that funding? Will it be distributed equally? And then again, if we look at curriculum, some states can find some things to be important, others would find something else. And if you don't have a standard national standard for what you're expecting students to learn, again, it goes back to that whole equity question of, are our students all getting a solid, valuable education?
Yeah, and I think that really is one of the concerns, that, students, depending on whichever state that they live in, could have a very different education. You mentioned Title I there, Debra. The department, we know, administers so many programs. You mentioned students with disabilities. We know student loans. Do you think there's any indication what this could mean for those vulnerable groups? Potentially worst case scenario, what do you think that would look like?
I'm afraid that those programs will be dismantled, and that funding will go. In some cases, we know that they're talking about parent choice, but in charter schools and in private schools, they don't have to provide special needs services to the students. In fact, a lot of private schools and charter schools look to the public school in our district to help provide those services. So if we dismantle that, who's going to cover the cost of that, and who's going to make sure that, again, our most vulnerable students have what they need to be successful?
And Debra, multiple polls in the past month have shown that roughly 2/3 of Americans, 2/3 actually oppose the idea of completely shuttering the education department. Do you think ultimately that is going to make a difference?
I hope so. On other issues that we feel strongly about, it doesn't always reflect how our legislators vote. So I would hope in this instance, we rely on education. It's supposed to be the great equalizer for our students, so that they can be doctors and presidents and lawyers and Supreme Court justices and all of those great things. And if we don't make sure that we have a national standard that protects them and allows them all to have access, then we're not really putting our money where our mouth is to say that education is valuable to us as a nation.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.